I'm your host, Jeff Zart. We're going to take you behind the scenes with the craft distillers who are pouring their heart and soul into crafting the next version of America's spirit. This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers. Casey Jones has a lot of great expressions. We go to the bar with Cody Turner, partner at Casey Jones, and he walks us through a tasting of their first 5-year wheat whiskey. And oh boy, are we surprised. Welcome to this edition of the Great American Whiskey Cookers. We are here in Western Kentucky, and I'm at Casey Jones Distillery. I'm standing with Cody. We've been tasting through a number of different expressions. He's exposed us to some of the most fantastic whiskeys from this small craft distillery, and you really got to stop in and try it. But then he pulls up this 5-year wheat whiskey, and he knows I like wheat whiskey. So tell me about this.
I'm not even sorry about what's about to happen. I'm legitimately not. So now that I know that you like wheat, I mean, it's perfect timing. We literally just, for the first time, dumped a 5-year-old barrel of our award-winning 4-grain wheated bourbon. And we did this barrel pick as a collaboration with several folks, friends of ours that are in the content creation space. And It was great. We sent samples out. Some people came on site. But we all collaborated, individually picked in a blind taste test our favorite barrel and, culminated on this particular barrel that we picked. And so we just did this great bottle your own bourbon experience where folks could actually come and bottle their own of this 5-year-old 4-grain wheated bourbon.
So is this a single barrel?
This is a single barrel.
And it's available here at the distillery?
It is. I have a few of them here at the distillery. Now this bottle is obviously very special. We did this bottle for a Bottle Your Own Bourbon event on the 25th of last month, actually, which is great. You got to come on site. We, dumped the barrel for you. You had to fill your own bottle, label your own bottle, fill out the technicals, cork it, seal it, everything. AJ signed it. It was fantastic. And normally this bottle actually would be here. It would look like this. So this is the standard bottling for a single barrel wheat. So if you see this, that's a single barrel of the 4-grain wheat.
Okay.
This was just a special one that I wanted to pull out for you to actually taste.
Oh yeah, because I love a wheat whiskey. We've already had this discussion.
So we've tasted the small batch, and the small batch is just a lovely trove of all of these flavors: honey, apple, fall.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. The single barrel, as you might expect, just takes all of that and takes it up a notch or two. Okay. Now, this is, again, the first 5-year. The small batch that you had, I think those were all 4.5, something like that. All right. So without any further ado, let's get right in it. Now, I've only had this myself probably 3 times.
Really?
Small amounts. So let's do it.
And can you still buy this here?
We have a few of the bottles left.
Okay.
Just a few.
And that's the beauty of a single barrel. It's a single barrel, so there's only so many bottles that come out.
Correct.
And like I tell a lot of people, yes, you can hunt the highly allocated bourbons, the big bourbons, and they're super highly allocated and they're hard to get. But the single barrels, especially from craft distillers, are almost more difficult to find and more difficult to get because they have a smaller distribution range. A lot of times they're only right here or they're only at a store, and they're even harder to find sometimes. That's why I love craft distilling single barrel.
Well, on each barrel, for a 53-gallon barrel, typically you're looking at about 200 bottles out of the field, and that's it. So this one was actually less than that, if I recall correctly. So, yeah.
Okay.
Joey?
Yeah, cheers. I can't wait. All the sweetness on that nose is...
Yeah, the sweet tea vibe just completely dissipates. It's sweeter, it's brighter.
Right.
It's less fall. It's more like dark cherry.
It is. Yeah, it reminds me of...
Dig deep, you got something. I know you do.
It's Christmas time. It's dark cherry.
Okay.
That's with the cream sauce and the chocolate over it that you buy at Christmas time.
Okay.
Right as you bite into it, and you get that sweetness from the cream.
What are these things called now?
I don't know what the hell they're called.
Because it's not like
chocolate-covered cherries.
Chocolate-covered cherries.
Yeah.
It's not like a Queen Anne, right?
No. It's not like a Queen Anne. No, not at all.
Because the cream's there, right?
Yeah. The cream is there. Yeah, but it's not like a Queen Anne one.
Yeah.
Not at
Like
all.
something you make homemade or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking.
That's
up on
pretty
this.
wild. The key notes are there, but it's so much more subdued. It's so bright, so much
Yeah.
brighter and sweeter and like more inviting.
Yeah, and it's sitting there kind of underneath.
Okay. Cherry Kool-Aid. Right on.
Yep.
Right on. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean the old, the powdery package
the
stuff
packets
that you make.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you pour it into the water and shake up the jug. And
Oh, it's there.
yes,
Now I'm waiting for the high C guy to burst to the wall. Hey,
let's try it. I got to try this.
Cheers. Wow, what a difference proof makes.
Holy cow! The proof on this?
This particular barrel ended up being 111.7 proof.
That's a perfect. I mean, that's like right in the wheelhouse.
That's where it needs to be.
It's got the proof comes through a little bit and gives you that proofiness.
Start to get the heat and then just
It just dissipates and just goes away. And the finish on this, I mean, it's long for me.
It is. And again, it's like the bitter, earthy, herbal sweet tea is there, but it's not the prominent note anymore. Now
No.
it's the sweeter
Yes.
cherry flavors.
Yes. Wow.
It nose is so good. One of the things that you can find in wheat that I absolutely disdain is my palate. I hate grassy notes in wheat bourbons. I hate
Yep.
them. Oh, just
You usually pick it up.
not a drop.
No.
Not even the beginnings of
No.
grass here at all.
Mm.
You get all the texture of the wheat. You get none of the downside.
Right.
And I really think that malt's what's coming in to really just tie it all together in a nice package.
Yeah, that malt that comes through with this. It's what I love about an American single malt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way a lot of distillers are making an American single malt, it comes through on this, and I can pick that up. When I go to like an ice cream shop, I ask for a malt. I don't ask for a shake.
Right.
I want a malt because I want that malty goodness. And you're right. That's coming through on this, and
No.
you don't get that grainy, that what is it? That grainy textured dryness.
Yeah. The grass clippings thing.
Yeah.
It's not there. Yeah.
No.
Now I'll tell you a little insider baseball on the malt. So there's actually two types of malt.
You're killing me.
Yeah.
You're killing me here.
So we were really sensitive to not wanting that grass flavor in the wheated bourbon at all because
Right.
there are mature wheat bourbons that still have that. And
Yes.
maybe that's what you're aiming for. That's great. Cool.
Right.
It's just not what I want at all. So we wanted to move away from that as far as we could. We ended up on a mixture of a Pilsner malt.
Like you were using the beer?
Because it's very neutral. It's very light. It's very neutral.
Okay.
And I believe a Caramel 60, which is slightly caramelized malt and has a very good honey flavor to it. And those two together are what we're using to make this.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is you said this is a single barrel. You only have a couple bottles left.
I've got a few bottles here at the gift shop actually over the shelf right now.
And so are you going to do this on a regular basis?
Yeah, so we'll continue to do single barrel releases, which is why I brought the other bottle out. Normally
Sure.
they would look exactly like this.
Like this one here?
Yeah, and these barrels are all slightly over 5 years old. We'll continue to do 5-year-old single barrel releases after this. This was just the first one.
The mouthfeel on that, the proof comes through, just a hint, and then, like you said, it just goes away, and it's left with this sweetness.
It's like that malt really at the end is like,
Yeah.
it's really just rounds out the profile.
Right.
Rolls off the palate, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. That's good. Where do they find you? How do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so we're available online. Our website's caseyjonesdistillery.com. You can actually purchase our single barrel products at caseyjonesdistillery.com/store. We're on Facebook, Instagram, all the meta platforms. Threads is one now.
Really?
Yeah, I know, it's there. Really? Yeah, I know. TikTok, YouTube, you name it, we're there.
Thank you for sharing this. This is great. I'm Jeff for the Great American Whiskey Cookers. You can find us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram. You can go to our website, t-shirts, hats, and you can show us even more love. Go to YouTube, share our videos, or go to Patreon and become a member. We would really appreciate it. Until next time, if you can't be good at it.